guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on a video, my name's Talya. Welcome. It has been a long time since I've sat in front of the camera, and I do apologize. Every single time I say I'm going to do an update, I promise you guys that I'm going to start making videos again, and then it just doesn't work out. It's been about a month since I've uploaded my last video. I do kind of have some videos that I haven't uploaded yet, but I wanted to kind of sit down and make this video just so you guys know what's been going on, things like that. So yeah, so I think the last thing I saw besides the grocery haul was that obviously got married. I'm not going to show my ring too much because your girl's been without nails for going on 2 months. The reason for that is, okay, pause. Before we go on any further, I do apologize ahead of time for the ring light and my glasses. I don't have contacts. I'm trying to give you guys really good lighting because my room doesn't have the best lighting, so please ignore the ring light. Anyway, so my nail tech was having surgery, hand surgery to be exact. So she was going to be out like 3 to 4 weeks or whatever it was. And then her time got pushed back. She had to stay out a little bit longer, which was fine, no big deal. I don't trust anybody else to touch my nails. I tried that once and I went off on them in the nail salon. So I was like, nope, never again. I'm sticking to my lady. So it was finally time to get my nails on. I was so excited. I had to get fully ready that day, like redo my hair, blah, 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 shave, I was going to do a full face of makeup, my nails were finally coming back on, because if you know me, I always have long nails on. So, yeah, I was just, shaving or whatever, and the razor started to fall, so I went to grab it before it did, which I know I shouldn't have done. And yes, I grabbed it the right way, the blade was opposite from me, but when I went to grab it, my finger was too close to the blade and it still scraped it. But when it happened, it hurt, but I was like, oh, okay, it's probably just a scratch, it'll be fine. So I looked down, it was my pinky. You really can't even, it's not going to focus, but anyway. So I looked down and all I see is blood gushing. I'm so sorry if y'all aren't into this. I would probably skip a little bit if you're not into blood and stuff, but so my first instinct is, oh my gosh, because if I see blood and stuff, your girl's gonna faint. It's just not gonna happen. So I got out, I wrapped myself in a towel, and I just start screaming Keegan, my son, because, Darin's at work, whatever. So I'm like, Keegan, I need a Band-Aid, Keegan. So he finally comes in there, and he's like, what? And I'm like, please give me a Band-Aid, my finger, blood's everywhere. So he runs in, gets a Band-Aid, and at this point, my finger is throbbing. My whole nail bed came off. He got me an ice pack. He doctored me up. I'm not gonna lie though, I cried probably 2 days. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. And not only did it hurt, but I texted my nail lady and I sent her a picture, and she said, we're not gonna be able to do it until it grows back. And remember, this is on a Friday. So I said, okay, so Monday, can I come in? And she's like, no. You're going to have to wait for the entire nail bed to grow back. So it has about probably that much more to go. Not a lot at all. And I'm so excited because I can't wait to have my nails back. What are you doing? Hey, what y'all doing? What's Hannah doing? Making a video. Yeah, but you're gonna have to come this way. You're gonna knock down my whole camera thing.
Yeah, because this is my doggy.
You're gonna have to go over in the camera phone. tell them what you thought when you came in, when Mom was taking a bath and I cut my finger with the... Yeah. So it was traumatizing, and then I found out the nail lady said it was going to be a long time before I could get my nails back on, so I was just pretty depressed, and now I just still haven't gotten them back on. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks they will be back longer than ever, I promise y'all. But anyway, so that has happened, pretty traumatizing. I would have filmed, but in the moment, like, the last thing I was thinking was, dang, she don't like that. Hold her, baby. She's shaking this. What are you doing, though? Because she's not going to be, Darin's going outside or something to film, or do that meeting. With who? Don't open that garage. What do you mean washing oil? Okay, I really didn't want to edit to this video, but anyway, so everybody knows COVID. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but regardless, pretty much every parent in the world that has a school-age kid had to make the decision whether you're going to send your kid back to school or if you're going to homeschool. Before I get into what I chose, I just want to say that it is 100% okay if you send your kid back to school. I don't judge you. That's great. I think kids need to be with kids, and they miss their teacher, and they miss that routine, and for some kids, that's just what they need, and that works for them. And then it's also 100% okay if you chose to not send your kid back to school, and it's okay. It doesn't freaking matter. People seriously get so bent out of shape over the dumbest things. So, just gonna put that out there. But what I chose, what was the best for me and my son and my family, is I chose to homeschool. It has been phenomenal. I love it. He loves it. Yeah. So it was pretty unexpected, though. Like, obviously, when he was in kindergarten, I never thought that in first grade I'd be his teacher. I really wish that I could have filmed his reaction, because over the summer, it was probably like the end of mid-July, when I made the decision, I guess. Okay, don't even mind my stupid hair either. Anyway, so I was like, Keegan, like, I'm going to show you a picture of your teacher this year, like, just so you can see what she looks like, whatever. And he's like, okay, like, yeah, show me. So I pulled it up, and it was me, and he kind of looked at me like, what? And I was like, I'm your teacher, like, we're homeschooling, and he was ecstatic, like, it was the cutest thing ever. Luckily for me, like I said, he's first grade, so it's not too difficult. And he's so smart, like, he reads on second and third grade levels, so it's just super fun. I always make crafts or activities into the lessons just to kind of keep him occupied and make it fun. My favorite part is I get to kiss him all day long. But I'll probably do a separate video, like, on homeschooling, what we do, blah blah blah. So yeah, just be on the lookout. I promise, guys. I'll probably film it right now, so I'll probably have on the same outfit, so sorry. But also, I'm still struggling with health, my colon, and everything like that. Okay, seriously, what are we doing? Got me nuts. It's kind of one of those things where eventually you're just going to have to accept that this is my new life, this is what it's going to be, and it's not going to be easy. But in the same sense, not every day is going to be that easy to accept it. Like, even when you accept it, like, I don't think you ever fully accept it, Like, I've accepted it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's super hard to explain. Love you, Bob. There's someone outside to do a meeting. Anyway, so, I don't know. It's like, I've accepted my life is different from everyone else, but at the same time, like, it's kind of like this. Like, I posted on social media the other day, like, I'm grieving my old life. Like, I have accepted that life for me is very different. I've actually struggled with this illness since 2013, so 7 years, but it's never been like terrible. Well, in 2017, I was really freaking bad in the hospital every other day, like so sick. And then after that, like, nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. No diets, no workout, no nothing. And it just got better. I was going out, I was hanging out with friends, I would go to a bar, I would go to restaurants, I would do this, that, shopping, I'd be outside playing with Key for hours. Like, I was having the time of my life. And then, Christmas Day of 2019, things hit rock bottom. That was I was supposed to go to work that morning and work morning shift, and we had to call them to tell them that I wasn't going to be there because I was going to the ER. The ER sent me home, and that evening I went back. The next day, I was in the ER again, and the day after that, I was in the ER for over 15 hours. And ever since then, I'm just back and forth in the ER and then not, blah, blah, blah. But even when I'm not in the ER, like, I'm still very, very, very sick. But I can tolerate it, I guess. A lot of people think that, I hate going to the ER, and don't get me wrong, I do. Like, I hate sitting in the waiting room. It feels like forever. Because sitting is not good for me. It hurts because I'm crunching this. So laying down is better, and I just want to get back in that room so I can lay on the bed. But ERs help the most because no, they aren't GI doctors, and no, they don't know anything about my case, but they see me like crying or struggling, or I'm telling them my story, and they feel genuinely, like, you can see it on their face, they feel so bad for you. Like, they really do. So they're going to do anything they can to ease the pain. With that being said, I'm not talking about medication. They don't throw pills at me. Like, it's not like that at all. The ER that I go to now is actually the same ER that I delivered my son, but obviously in the emergency room. Most of them know me. Like, we don't have to go through the, okay, what's your name? Okay, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. They know me. I'm a regular ER patient, like they just do. I went last week, and it was a new doctor, so I had to basically start completely over and tell him my whole life story. But every single time after I tell them, they look me in the eyes and say, okay, what would you like me to do? What can I do for you? Because they know I've came so much, and I know what can help and what not. Surprisingly, I know a lot of people do go to the ER for medication, which is fine. I wish so bad that they could give me something, but unfortunately, the number one side effect is constipation, so it does me no good. They did give me something though for like stomach spasms, even though it causes constipation. And it works, but so yeah, that's been that. It's so frustrating. And I don't want to come on YouTube and like just go off, so I just would rather not film. And Darin just turned up my ring light, guys. So bear with me. Okay, so anyway, now I don't even know what setting I have this on. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just not trying to come on the camera when I'm pissed off about health issues. That would be a boring video, and I only want to bring like positivity and happiness on my channel. And I would be lying if I said most days I just cry or I'm angry because of my situation. So I'm really just, like I said, um, I'm just grieving my old life. Since the last week in December, I have not been back to work. Even in 2017, when I was really bad, I was still eventually able to go back to work. And I'm a server, if you didn't know, at just a local restaurant. And even though, like, I'm still employed, like, if I call, like, I can still work. It upsets me a lot because I can't stand when people say, "You're living the dream. I wish I could do that every day. You're so lucky. You don't have to go to work." That's not the case, okay? I sit in my room all the time and I look at 4 bedroom walls and I'm constantly laying in bed telling myself, like, I hate this life. I want to go back to work. I miss getting up and setting my alarm and getting a full glam of makeup on and picking out the brightest lipstick that I have so that when I go to work, like, I stick out the most. Like, I miss sitting in meetings every single day. I miss freaking getting on my coworkers' nerves. Like, I miss my regulars. I miss it all. Like, I really do. Um, I miss telling my workers as soon as I walk in the door, "Hey, Talya, how are you? Hey, I'm ready to clock out and go home." Like, and no one gets it until they live it. Like, yes, my family sees me struggle. Yes, Darin is with me every single day when I'm crying. He's had to leave work multiple times. Um, I keep him up all night long sometimes, even though there's only a certain amount of things that can help. Ice chips, which I really don't eat anymore. Ice pack for my chest, my heating pad, a Pedialyte popsicles. But that's really it. Like, there's nothing anybody can do, and that's the hardest part. So, with that being said, I've wanted to do this for so long now, and I'm going through such a rough time with my illness that it makes me want to get it even more. And, like, I have tattoos. I love tattoos, but this one being so big, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait and make sure, like, I'm so set on it. And I am, just because it has to do with my illness and how much I've went through. I want to get this tattoo, and I want it to be big, and I hope that, like, because everybody knows, especially if you're on my social media, like, I love sharing my story. One day I want to stand in front of thousands of people and I want to share my story to help others. So anyway, I want to get a half sleeve. I'm not going to go into details, but I am going to tell you that it has to do with my journey. The only thing that I hate is how teeny tiny my arms are, and they're like little spaghetti noodles. But your girl ain't gonna get in shape. Your girl ain't gonna get no bigger muscles. So let's do it. You only live once, baby. And it's going right there. All the way down. I don't want to fall. Just anyway, stay tuned. I don't know what I'm getting, but it's coming. So I've been dealing with that. And then I've also just been dealing with the newly married. No, wait. Newlyweds. That's what it's called. Newlyweds. Yeah. It's been great. It's been phenomenal. I mean, all couples, some days I think about putting them on the porch. But in reality, I love being a wife. I really do. I never thought I'd get married, so I love it. He drives me nuts, and I probably drive him crazy too, because my sass is on another level, but it's okay. um, I really am obsessed, you guys. Oh, gosh. But anyway, same old same. It's basically my health holding me back, but I know that I have to just put on a happy face. I'm gonna have to, and I want to be real with you guys. So some days I might just get on the camera and just cry it out. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna start posting more. I freaking promise. I've also been trying to beg my husband to make YouTube videos with me because not only would my channel go a lot further, I think, because I mean I love Montana and Ryan, and they have a couple channel, and there's just so many more options. But me doing it by myself, it's like, what the heck am I gonna film? And I'm really hoping that I get my camera by Christmas because I also hate filming on my phone. So yeah. Anyway, I guess that's gonna be all for today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next.